my name is Irene, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel. I talk about my opinions on books, and hopefully I can give you a few good recommendations. Before I get started, I'd just like to ask you to please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Alright, so today I am doing my bookshelf tour. So I have my main bookshelf over here, and then I have some shelves over there. And I am going to be going through all of the books, all the series that I have, and show you what I have. Before I get started, I just want to let you know that I have read pretty much every single one of the books on my shelves, and so just assume when I show you a book that I've read it, because I like to just own books that I have read and enjoyed. I don't like collecting books and stressing myself out about having a huge TBR of books I haven't read and haven't enjoyed. So yeah, so every time I show you a book that I have not read, I will let you know, but it should be only like 2 or 3 at the most. And yeah, I'm excited for this video. I am sorry if the camera is going to be shaky or movie. I can't use my tripod to move it, so I have to do it all by hand. So I am doing my best. I just wanted to do this before I got more books, because my shelves are in a perfect state right now where they are perfectly filled. They're not overfilled, they're not underfilled, and very soon they're probably going to be overfilled. So I'm going to do this year, and I think I'll do this yearly. If I keep doing this channel, I'll probably do it yearly, and next year I'll show you where I'm at. I did this video a few years ago, but that one is completely different than how it is now. Anyway, please enjoy, and I'm sorry if this is a long video. So I'm going to try to keep the camera steady as I can. I can't put it on the tripod because I won't be able to do this. It's not tall enough. But these are all the books that I have on my main shelf. It has all my favorite series on here and things like that. I'm going to go over to my other shelves. So then I have the series on my wall. Some of them are series, some of them are just standalones. And I have about 6 shelves on here. So I'm just going to go over these shelves before I go over the big shelves. So we're going to start up at the top. First off, we have my paperback of Wuthering Heights. Then we have my paperback of Jane Eyre. And we have The Handmaid's Tale. This is my mom's copy, so it's kind of old, but I really prefer it. I love it. It's kind of cute and vintage. Then I have The Duchess Deal and Romancing the Duke. These are both by Tessa Dare, and it is a couple of my favorite historical smutty romances. Then I have this really cute version of The Hobbit. I feel like it's really classic, and the sides are yellowed, so I really enjoy this. Then I have a basic version of The Lord of the Rings. Twilight Eyes, The Shining, Son's Apprentice, and this is one of the books on my shelves that I have not read, but I am planning on to soon. Petals in the Wind. I have this version of the book because I couldn't find a cuter version. This is the second book in the series. Let me show you the first. Flowers in the Attic. I like this version a lot better because it's more vintage, but yes. Next on that shelf, I have a bunch of Brandon Sanderson books. I have Warbreaker, then the Mistborn series. They're the classic mass market paperbacks. I also have all of the Hunger Games books, all 5 of them. They're in mass market paperback form. Then I have the first 4 books of Wheel of Time. I am planning on finishing the series, but these are the books that I have read so far. I really do like the covers of this series. They do have the classic fantasy covers that I really enjoy. Next, I have some classics. I have The Giver, the first book in the series. This is the one I enjoyed the most, so this is the only one I have. Then I have 1,000 Splendid Suns. I read this back when I was in high school, and I really loved it, so I have it on my shelf. This is another book I read back in high school, The Things They Carried. It's war stories, and I actually really enjoyed it, even though it doesn't really fit my taste, but I thought it was really fantastic. The Secret Life of Bees. I think this is also a classic, and I really enjoyed it. Beauty and the Beast retelling. I absolutely love this cover. I think it is so cute and pretty, and it's one of my mom's favorites too. I had to get Little Women. It's one of my favorite books, and it is a pretty big one, and I thought that the cover is really pretty. Another classic, Animal Farm. I really enjoyed this book. It's very little, and I like it. And then I have Rebecca. I recently read and recently purchased it, but it's one of my classics that I love. Now we're getting into my YAs. This is The Wicked Deep. I have it in hardcover form. My boyfriend got it for me for Christmas. Monster Calls, which is very pretty on the inside. There's a bunch of artwork. Kind of struggling showing it to you, but it just gets more and more detailed, and I love this version. Then I have Belzar, one of my favorite books. Not a great cover, but a great book. Wither, an amazing book to a trilogy, but didn't enjoy the rest, but I loved this one. Scythe, I still need to get the rest of the books in this series, but I absolutely love it. I think the cover's amazing. Don't Look Back, recently bought this. The Maze Runner, Conjured, Hunted, The Afterlife of Holly Chase, Night Circus, City of Ember. My boyfriend also got this for Christmas for me, and I love it. It's a really cute version. One of my favorites from middle school. Milk and Honey. This is a book that's a bunch of poems, a poem collection, and I really enjoyed it. My Dark Vanessa. This is an ARC that my mom got from the library. Between Shades of Grey, a really old copy that my grandma gave to me that my cousin gave to her, so it means a lot to me. It Gets Worse, the only book I have bought from a booktuber, and I love Shane Dawson, so I have that. The Outsiders, this probably should be on my classic shelf, but there's no room up there, but love this book. The Book Thief, I hate that it's the movie cover, but I still absolutely adore this book, and it means a lot to me because my grandma gave it to me. 19 Minutes, this is a book that's a favorite from middle school that I probably should reread, but I loved it, and it was great. Hate List, Dangerous Girls, Damage Done, Lovely Bones, The Girls, Stolen, The Glass Castle, Saving Raphael. This book was really hard to find, and it means a lot to me. It was really good. Go Ask Alice, an old favorite that I will always adore and it will always get to me. Next, we are going to go over my shelves. We're going to start with the top shelf. This first one I have is Storybook Fables, and it has a bunch of cute stories in there. There's a really cute artwork. I'll show some of it to you. This is a book that I would want to show my children. Next, I have The Complete Tales of Narnia. This has cute pictures too, and has every single book in that series. And my mom read this to me when I was little, so I will always keep it. And I love the outside because it's a map. I used to have a dust jacket, but I was a kid, so I think I tore it off. Then I have this Michelangelo book, and I don't know if I can show the artwork inside because some of it is nudity. But I love this book, and I got it from New York City when I went to visit, and it's definitely worth it. Then this is Anne of Green Gables. It is annotated, so it has words on the side and information about the author and everything like that. This is a book that my mom read to me when I was little, and I will always cherish it. This is another book my mom gave to me, and it has medieval tales, something that I would want to read to my children someday. Next, I have The Complete Tales of Winnie the Pooh. This one I bought, and it is so cute. I love all these stories. I think it has all 4 books in it, and I will definitely read this to my children someday. And look, it has a map inside, which I love, and yeah. Then I have Epic Greek Myths and Tales. I've never read this before, but someday I would want to learn more about Greek myths and stuff. So this is really cool. Next I have Heartless, one of my favorite books. Girls Made of Snow and Glass, another great book. As you can see, most of my hardcovers are on this shelf. I have a really pretty version of Black Beauty. I absolutely adore it. I could not get into it when I read it, but I did have it read to me when I was a child. But this is also one I'm keeping for my kids someday, but I think it's very cute. I then have the Caraval series. This is one of my favorite series. Actually, Caraval is one of my favorite books, and the other 2 aren't some of my favorites, but I do have them, and I am glad I do. Then I have Skyward and Starsight. I love these books. It's by my favorite author, and I cannot wait to get the 3rd one. Then I have Way of Kings and Words of Radiance. I love these because they have a bunch of artwork inside. I don't know if you can see them. But yeah, it has artwork inside, and I love these books. I'm currently reading Words of Radiance right now. Over in this corner, I have a heart with a rose inside of it, and then I have this, which I keep my bookmarks in it. I have a ton of bookmarks in there. so that's what I keep on my top shelf. And then I have the Winter Song series. The Winter Song is my favorite book of all time. I absolutely love it. And Shell Song, it wasn't a great sequel, but I'm glad I have it. Then I have A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. This book was not that good, but I am glad I have it. On this shelf, I have another little jar of fake petals in it, and then I have this fake rose that my boyfriend got me on our first date. I have the Lux series, the first 2 books in the Fallen series, the first 6 books in the Cirque du Freak series, Dorothy Must Die series, the Hunger Games, Iron Fae series, Percy Jackson series, the Life as We Knew It series. On my third shelf I have this elephant, and then I have this jar, and it has a bunch of stuff in it which I really like. The Unwind series, the Lunar Chronicles, including the prequel and the stories afterwards. I love the series. Match series. So this is basically my main dystopian shelf. The Legend series, Divergent series, More Than This, and The Girl in Red. On my last shelf I have another thing of fake flowers, a picture of me when I was little, and a candle. I have the Wayward Children series, but I only have the 2nd book and I think the 4th book in it. They're both hardcover. I have the Moral Instruments, read these series a long time ago, but I loved it at the time. Of course, I have to have my Twilight books, A Court of Thorns and Roses series, the first 2 books in the Throne of Glass series. I loved these 2, but did not enjoy the rest. The Odd Sisters. This is one of the books that I have not read yet. On my bottom shelf, I have a Tinkerbell snow globe, and then I have a Winnie the Pooh figurine, and then I have this wand that I got from a Broadway show for a cursed child. I even have the box underneath, and then I have this candle. Alright, so for this shelf, I'm not going to pull out every single one of the Harry Potter books, but I will show you a few of them. I have the first 4 books of Harry Potter that are the pretty ones with all the artwork. I have not read these yet, but this is the next version I will read. Then I have all 7 Harry Potter books in the typical format, and I will never ever get rid of these, no matter what the author does or whatever, but I love them, and I feel like the original artwork was so beautiful. Then I have Beauty and the Beast, other classic fairy tales. I think the cover is beautiful. I think my mom gave this to me on Christmas. And the sides are beautiful on the inside. It's beautiful, my mom wrote on the inside. And then I have Alice Adventures in Wonderland. I think my someone gave this to me too, but it has the artwork. I think my mom gave it to me on Christmas also, and it has like a bunch of stories in there. And I have my Grimm's fairy tale. I did not have my bookmark in there, but I annotated some of it. Yeah, I annotated a lot of the beginning, and I hopefully will finish that someday. The very last book I have is Peter Pan, and I did get this as a gift too. I love it. It has, it's very interactive and really cute, and this is something I'll save for my kids and read a million times. It is amazing. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I showed you every single one of the books I own, you know, over time. It was a lot of money and a lot of work to get some of these books. But I hope you enjoyed. They all meant a lot to me, all these books, and I'm glad I got to show them. Some of these books I want to keep forever. I want to show my children them someday, so they're very important. But I will definitely see you next time. I post every single Thursday. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you then. Bye.